Hey everybody, it's Goblin and welcome back to another Premier Draft of Duskmourn House of Horror for spooky season. Without further ado, let's get into the draft. Not a banger of a pack one pick one here, but we have some solid dual colored signpost uncommons. I like Beastie Beatdown the best here. Green's a color that's really good at splashing around in the set, so it's a lot easier for this to end up in our deck than the Shroud Stomper, where the Shroud Stomper is really for just like a single deck. It is for the black-white reanimator strategy where you have ways to randomly mill this, and if you manage to mill it, then you can reanimate it for only like 4 or 5 mana and just start going absolutely crazy with it. So Shroud Stomper really just for one archetype, but Beatdown can show up primarily in green-red Delirium aggro, but it can also show up in like green-blue splash red, green-black splash red, those kinds of later game grindy, splashy Delirium decks. So I think Beatdown's the more flexible card here. There are some reasonable colorless, or not colorless, but mono-colored spells. Mainly just the Glimmer Burst is a great card draw spell coming with a creature, but I think Beatdown's good enough to take the multicolored card, and I believe his Bookworm is certainly good enough to take the multicolored card here. Optimistic Scavenger is also very good. This is an incredibly powerful pack. Optimistic Scavenger and Oblivious Bookworm are some of the best uncommons in the whole sets. There's also Spineseeker Centipede that's great fixing. I like Manifest Dread, a lot of good synergies for these green decks. Starting with a Beatdown, I think we'll just start with 2 different great signpost uncommons in green, and we'll go some direction from there. But Scavenger is also very, very, very good. It's a perfectly reasonable pick here if you want to stay more open to either going for like one of the many green paths or going for like blue-white or red-white where you can play the Scavenger. For pick 3, we find basically the perfect glue to fit our first 2 picks together. Threats Around Every Corner is a card that's going to be solid in any green deck, primarily the slower, grindier ones, like the ones that would run Bookworm, over the quicker, more aggressive ones, like the ones that would run Beatdown. But again, these splashy, multicolored green decks are very good in the set, and Threats Around Every Corner is a fantastic card for those decks, getting you lands every time you manifest red. Pick number 4. Now we can take Scorching Dragonfire for great efficient removal out of red. Looks like we are trying to play green, blue, and red all together here. No good green, no good blue. These are both fine filler. Not fine filler. They're both pretty mid filler in their respective decks, but I would rather go towards the removal there. Or the Terramorphic Expanse even. I will mention there's a Charred Foyer as well, which is fine in the right game where it goes really long. This is going to make sure you're drawing 2 cards a turn, so that can be pretty good, but you do have to spend a lot of mana to get it onto the board. You have to take a whole turn off. It can be risky to play this earlier against more aggressive strategies. And I don't love it when I'm splashing around, because you could hit like the wrong color of card and it's exiled forever, or like if you're playing heavy blue, you could hit a counter spell and that doesn't work with it. I don't love it in like green, blue, red here. Pick 5, I think now we just take Terramorphic Expanse. I don't really like these green cards, and there's no blue. The red is also very filler. Turn Inside Out is actually great, but you have to be a more aggressive deck to care about this. We're probably not trying to be. Bookworm Threats Around Every Corner. Now these were our 2nd and 3rd pick. We didn't see anything good to go with them pick 4 or 5. So might be cut off with a slower green deck, but it's still very early to tell. We're only on pick 5 here, so let's grab the Expanse. Pick 6. All these cards are not very good for anything. I think Say Its Name is the best for slower green Delirium-centric decks, which is where we're heading up. Jump Scare's fine for white aggro. Pick 7. Vanish from Sight. Perfectly respectable tempo removal in any blue deck. Take it over Glimmerlight here. This card is pretty flexible. I would play it in basically any somewhat aggressive deck, but it is definitely at its best in blue-white eerie or like white-red aggro. Really don't think it would be great again in like a splashier, grindier deck. But it would still be a playable. Take another Terramorphic here. Over pretty much nothing. Here's a pack of pretty much nothing. Speculative fixing, but probably not using it. Speculative fixing, probably not using it. Bear Trap is not completely unplayable if you really, really, really want Delirium. This is like a kind of expensive removal spell, but it puts an artifact in grave for Delirium. If you don't get a bunch of artifact creatures, I think Haunted Screen is slightly more likely to get played. It's another pretty narrow card, but if we go very, very, very multicolored, then this is obviously a mana rock for every color. These cards are poop. These cards are poop, but there's that greenhouse for that every color. Pack 2, pick 1. I do not remember seeing basically any solid black, so I don't really want to take Stick Twister here, even if it is the best card. Coordinated Clobbering is like the second best, and it is on color to our one most likely color here, which is green. So we'll take Clobbering and see what we get from there. So Wicker Folk Thresher, which is pretty good. Artifact and Creature, 2 good card types for Delirium. It's a card draw engine once you hit Delirium. That looks good for our deck. Bottomless Pool Locker Room also doesn't look bad. The Awakening Hall, pretty powerful 8 mana ability, but very, very, very expensive. And there'd be a double black splash as well. Just grab the Thresher. No! Not 2 Smoky Lounge Misty Salon. Can't play their Rooms deck here. I mean, there's literally nothing that we're going to play, though. I should probably take Megalodon, maybe even just Thornspire Verge for fixing. I'm taking a Smoky Lounge. Maybe I get to live in Magical Christmas Land and actually play blue-red Rooms out of nowhere here. Right? If like blue's open enough and blue and red are open enough, we can just take blue and red cards. Because even if we end up in green, we can play them. And then if we get nothing but blue and red cards from this point on, I get to do the room thing. Twist Reality, Diversion Specialists. Twist Reality's better if we go green and blue, heavy on those colors. Specialist is not going to be particularly good in our green, blue, red deck, just at all. Beastie is the best card for the green, blue, red deck. But Twist Reality could fit into it and could fit into the blue-red Rooms deck that I'm praying would be possible. Moldering Gym Weight Room does make the fixing work pretty well and let us, again, just like splash in the Lounge Misty Salon. So that's not bad. That Meat Hook Massacre is way worse than the original Meat Hook Massacre. I mean, Quadruple Black is very hard to cast even for a 2-color deck. Let alone a 3 to 4 color deck. Pack's pretty bad. Just hate draft. Pick 7, Wary Watchdog. That's nice and late. We do not have good early game cards right now. So I could use more early blockers and early creatures to use our clobbering and beat down with, that's for sure. Yeah, come on in, Watchdog. This looks like green, blue, splash, red is where we are at. Take a Don't Make a Sound. That's Soul Rager for blue-red Rooms, although I much prefer the version of the deck that wants to keep a ton of rooms on the board than the one that wants to like sack them to draw cards. So I don't even think this is that good in the blue-red Rooms deck, but it's the only thing close to what we're doing. Take one of these bear traps. Another greenhouse gazebo. I really would prefer not to play this, even if I play Misty Salon. We didn't wheel the other copy, which is disappointing. And definitely means we can't like just full pivot onto blue-red here, but we could play the first copy with enough other random rooms like our Moldering Gym. But that is currently the only other room in the deck. So the Misty Salon might not even make the cut in the first place. pretty rough pack to open up. I guess we just splash in a Horde Collar. It's enough better than Beastie. But nothing premium here at all. Horde Collar is pretty premium for like the aggressive red decks. Disregard plans. Acquire rooms. Let's just 1-3 twice in a row because I like rooms too much. This is flashback draft season, and they're doing no competitive events for the newest set that's out, the Spider-Man set. This is the least competitive draft season we've ever seen on Arena. If there was ever a time to just goof off, now's the time. Let's 1-3 twice in a row. As cool as Nico is, I almost feel like I need another Scorching Dragonfire here over splashing that in as well. Because I really, really do need efficient removal to stay alive in this deck. Because the beatdown and the clobbering aren't even going to work because I'm so low on creatures. I really, really, really could use another Scorching Dragonfire. Nico's so good, but I'm taking efficient removal. Another beatdown. Just take all the gems for Marina. Green-red duel. Trial of Agony always kills the second best creature your opponent has. Feels pretty bad as a defensive removal spell. Because it's just going to kill like a 1-1 Glimmer. If they have like a 3-3 and a 1-1 out, it's pretty abysmal. Another Moldering Gym Weight Room. Let's go. Look, if I have Leyline of Mutation in my opening hand, then I can play Marina for Wooburg. I have 4 Moldering Gym and multiple room synergies. I don't really think I want more Haunted Screens when I have all these gems and some Terramorphics. I'm not going to play... Oh, I could play a Ticket Booth. Ghostly Keybearer. As narrow as this card is, as awkward as this card is, believe me or don't believe me, Day 2 to PTQ with a sealed deck, or this was like the best card in the whole deck. It was a bad sealed deck. I don't think I'm playing these Soul Ragers, but now I have 2 of them, which is interesting. I'll play a 2-mana 2/2 Death Toucher to stay alive in our main color. Okay. I don't even know if I even need to describe how I'm building this deck, because I have completely deleted any pretense that this is a good deck. And we are all in on stupid fun nonsense. Dropping the counters here. We're getting pretty multicolored. It's like, especially the double blue counters are just really difficult. I'm quite low on interaction. I think I definitely do need the Vanished from sight. I might not even run 1 Haunted Screen if I'm on 4 Moldering Gym and 2 Greenhouse. Go 1 Soul Rager. Alright, that's going to be a deck. I mean, we'll work on the mana base a little bit. I don't think we have the room to change the mana base at all, though, because we need at least 1 of each basic. Which could still be awkward with the manifesting that we have going on, right? If I manifest a swamp or mill a swamp, which happens off the manifest, then the only way to cast Marina is getting the 1 of the 2 greenhouses. But I really don't think that I can afford to cut one of my main 3 colors to put another swamp in here. So I think like when we Terramorphic or Moldering Gym, we'll just always pick the swamp first, so that then if I manifest, I won't have a chance of manifesting out of it. It would be unlikely to manifest both of the white sources immediately. So then there would still be a chance of drawing the second one naturally if the first gets milled. We've got 7 of our main color, which is green. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6 of blue, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Oh, maybe I can cut a red here. I feel like I can go down to 7 red, sorry. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it was already 7. I just miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do 8, 6, 6. That still seems reasonable. Eight, 6, 6, second black source. That's probably not right with double gazebo. I think I'd rather go 9, 6, 6 at that rate, because just how massively important green is. For all the greenhouses and all the moldering gyms. All right. Place your bets now. We're doing the thing. Let's go. Here we are on the play for game 1. With our absolute pile. Mono green so far from our opponent. Flesh Burrower versus Flesh Burrower. Marina off the top, baby. Marina off the top one time. Tempted to grab black because I'm so much more likely to draw blue. But the only black spell in the whole deck is Marina. I have to just get a blue. It's clobbering time. Flesh Burrower. Clobber's my Flesh Burrower. I think I'd rather start drawing and discarding than just playing a 5-4 here. Because we're kind of a combo deck in a way, so digging towards the combo is huge. Or the combo pieces. Opponent is stuck on mana here. They've just now played their 3rd land, which is a potential black-red source. For now, it's just black. It's going to try to Jund us out. There's the Moldering Gym. That'll make the Verge both colors. So they are just all ready to go on their colors now. Probably should have actually discarded Vanish from Sight here so that I know I could just unlock Weight Room and draw one. Overplaying Say Its Name, but wanted to say its name towards Marina. Yeah, that's probably just too greedy. Let's just plop these. Dragonfire. Just keep the interaction instead. Creature, land, sorcery should be very easy for us to get an enchantment in the grave. Actually, we have an artifact in the grave guaranteed from footage, so if we untapped with the Thresher, we'd be all good to go, but they did have the removal. Another gem. And cast this in Dragonfire there. Death trigger card to exile it. Beautiful. The one awkward part of this winter is that we could mill out if the game goes too long. Okay. 1 damage from the untapped land here. I guess the untapped land doesn't much. Marina's gonna get blown up by some removal spell before they even know it's Marina. It's gonna be sad. Oh, no removal. Marina gonna do the thing? We're gonna mill out so bad if Marina does the thing, though. Right, because we keep manifesting with our weight rooms indefinitely, which mills us every single time we do it. We don't have removal big enough for winter right now, so we're also like drawing some more cards every turn. That was real sketchy. Still 3 mana up after. Yeah, I'm just straight up gonna mill. I got too much card draw, too much manifest here. I don't see how we don't mill. So I can't play Soul Rager, so it would be this and like Greenhouse. Oh. Just gonna stop drawing cards. I'm already drawing plenty with Winter. I'm getting really at risk of milling. We're at 12 cards left. Blow up Marina. Osseous Dick Twister. No shot, that's got 3 toughness. Okay. They just flipped it up for fun. Way too late for Keybear to actually do anything here. My maximum hand size is 3 now. Man, all my removal is like 3 damage. It's double Dragonfire and Bear Trap that are all 3 damage. We can't deal with a 4 toughness Winter. I got 9 cards left against this Winter. I mean, they just got us here. Let's just move on. Our only route there was them having no flyers, reach creatures, life gain, or removal spells the next 3 turns in a row when they're drawing a minimum of 3 cards a turn. Big Burrower against the Goat. I should have just played the tap land turn 1. I just saw a bunch of green spells and played the green source. Trade into whatever combat trick this is. Yeah, Death Touch is pretty good. I will kill 2 cards with my 1 card. It's just a great deal. Colt Healer. Green, red, blue, white. I actually have 5 colors already. Without the greenhouse, even. It's gotta be just unlock the room. Bajillion creatures here. No, where's Marina? I'm just gonna keep milling myself out because the main thing Marina can do is just keep reusing manifest abilities. We really needed like 1 or 2 of the glassworks that can like deal 4 to a creature every time we use it. So we could just like keep spamming a removal ability off of a room with Marina. Enduring Innocence is insane. It's a resilient rare where even if you blow it up, it gets to keep using its ability and drawing extra cards. There she is. Whee! Ooh, I forgot we had a Misty Salon in here. That's the ability we spam with Marina. Take back everything I said about this deck. We've got the 1 copy of a room that is spammable that we need. It would certainly be better with the spammable removal room as well. Friendly Ghost. They draw a card. Trade our 5/5 off here. Blue source off the top, please. These are not blue sources. I'll take a Dragonfire, though. Okay. So I can't double unlock the salon here. So let's go unlock the Moldering Gym and the weight room, and then the salon. Get another blue for when I keep relocking the salon. Ooh, and then the key bearer? Oh my god. Deck's a beauty. 4 mana to unlock the key bearer. I just relock the Salon and hold up Dragonfire. And Dragonfire the Innocents to exile it if they play another card that would draw them a card. We'll exile the Innocents before they draw. Ooh, they got the counter spell for that. Nice. One, two, three, four, five, six. I could do 2 3-man abilities. So I can go Greenhouse, Lounge, then unlock, then lock. And they're dead next turn. Fear of Immobility. They have no flying blockers, they're already dead though. If they don't lethal me on this swing somehow. That is not gonna be lethal. They go to 11, then they take 13. That is 1 and 1, at least, as good as our last Rooms deck did. I may have went for really big, stupid Room decks twice in a row, but they're very different ones, at least. We are 1 and 1 heading into Game 3. Here we are on the play for Game 3 now. This might be one of the most consistent 5-color mana bases I've had in this set. Pretty awkward to top deck Lighthouse turn 2 there. Irreveragrammarum. Oh god. Rakdos, 2 menace creatures. Here's the Skin Ripper. Don't appreciate that at all. This one menace as well. Very menacing deck. I'm scared. Actually unlock the Gazebo, because we're pretty likely to hit a land for Horde Caller next turn off it. Hello, friend. Look at me, Ma, I'm the aggro. They're going to turn inside out on one of these. Take the double trade. Oh, they're not taking the double trade. Go down to 8. We hit a land, I'll play the weight room. If we don't hit a land, I'll go Bookworm Jim here, I think. Everybody knows the tragic sequel to Earthworm Jim. Bookworm Jim. He's not doing much. I mean, now I just top decked the plains. I could just Marina. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be putting stats out. Our opponent's at 8. And the 3-5 isn't like not stats, but not crazy. I'm not gonna like mill myself more to try to find something better to manifest. We've seen how immensely we mill ourselves in the late game, so I'm just gonna keep cards. This deck doesn't care about Delirium. Double block a 5/5 here. Chump block a 5/5 here. Ooh, because it's the draw card chump blocker, nice. I forgot what this turns into. Oh, it turns into a Vigilant card? It wouldn't have been crazy to flip it, but I mean, come on, Marina Vendril. Found one room. What are you doing? She's sleeping on the job. Just put in the bare minimum work. She's quiet quitting on me. And she's been betrayed. Could you please get off the board? Oh my god, go to 3, they say. They're dead to Bear Trap. What am I doing? What am I overthinking here? Whee! There's a concession from our opponent. 2-1. This room deck is clearly the superior. The 3-tap land opener. We are playing this game at light speed. Watchdoggy. It's a very fancy carnival sound. Crack the Terramorphic before we surveil one, shall we? I don't hate drawing a land here. But I don't double spell off of an island. I guess I could play like a 2/2 and a Dragonfire, but I can do that off the swamp too. Yeah, I was pretty sure I was going to Moldering Gym this turn, but I don't mind going for the Dragonfire. They have a turn inside out in hand, which does not work against Scorching Dragonfire, which was the pause from our opponent there. So we'll keep in mind they have a turn inside out, but it's generally the kind of card, it's going to get some value at some point. There's not much like getting around it, so we probably play the same way whether or not they have that in their hand. See, like, they could turn Inside Out here to just trade off and still have a random dork left over, but that's fine. Oh, it's the first strike trick instead? That's basically the exact same as if they had turn Inside Out. Just instead of a manifested card, they have a hand that feeds. Which could be better, could be worse. Blue, black, green, white. Let's get a red. So that I can use this for white and then this for red. And red, obviously a deeper color than white in this deck. Ooh. I guess a bookworm it is. Forgot this can't pick up any permanent, just creatures or lands, so. Big damage says hello. There's a Dragonfire to stop the big damage. Yeah, and then Bookworm's big enough. They'd have the +2/+2 trick as well. With a hexproof trick. That's super gross. Okay, I really don't want to play Bookworm here, because then if they like removal spell Watchdog, they just kill both. They have a most valuable Slayer, this game is over. The MVS combo with Fear of Being Hunted. Friendly Ghost is also quite nasty with it, but it's only that one turn kill instead of every single turn. Absolute poop right now. Wish you were good against this gigantic Fear of Being Hunted, but sadly you're not. We need to make a 5/5. They're still on all spells, no lands in hand. Yeah, that's just gonna get us. 2 blockers is the most I can do here. But again, their hand is literally all spells, so they probably have at least one removal spell. Just too much gas. And Fear of Being Hunted being like a 3-for-1 here. Yeah, they just have every combat trick in the set. The flying trick too. Sure. Alright, 2-2 it is, heading into game number 5. Alright, here we are for game 5 on the draw. Morphic on red so I can Dragonfire on 2 if need be. We've got double Moldering Gem, we'll be perfectly fine to get all the colors later. Hand that feeds. I got double Dragonfire. Let's just stop the damage here against Boros. One of the most aggressive strategies. Nice. No creature from them that turn. Set up mana. There's only one black source in the deck, but white also has a dual land, so we'll grab black first. There's the Lounge Salon, which is pretty beautiful. Don't mind Scorching and Ramping. Unsettling Twins. Alright, now we just make them deal with a 5/5 every turn for the rest of the game. Yep. Well, Marina's probably dead. But hopefully they don't exile her so that Say Its Name can pick her back up. Marina is not dead. Let's go. If green blew up so I can say its name in the same turn. Or I can just flip this up. Wow. Draw a card. Jesus. Dissection tools, one of the best rares in the whole set. Death touch, lifelink to whatever they need, and they can just keep moving around, sacking creatures, so really good with glimmer tokens. I think I'll trade Bookworm into 2 other creatures here. That's what they want to do. That is not what they want to do. Time for the ruiner of all days. Marina plus Misty Salon, GG. Lock that, and unlock it again. Vengeful Possession, sack it to Dissection Tools? Good lord. As synergistic as our stuff is, Dissection Tools might just be too strong. I mean, Dissection Tools and Possession's pretty synergistic too. That's gross. You got to say its name here, so they'll have to kill her again. That was an adorable sound from Living Phone. Oh, because it's a toy. Guess who's back? Oh, she's not slacking this time. Couple rooms there. Got 11 cards left. I'm gonna stop drawing. Oh man, +1/+1 counter on the Dissection Tool card is gonna be gross here. Make it big enough I have to double block to trade. But again, like if Marina herself doesn't die, I can still grind that out. I don't have too much of a choice. Yeah. There's the Glimmer to sack for the tools. Not gonna do it yet. I'm 1 life too high for Lighthouse to be untapped. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 4 of it for Salon. I can spend 5 how I want. Oh. Threats around every corner gets me a basic. Do I still have a basic in the deck? I don't have any more basics left in my deck. I have 1 Terramorphic, 1 Bleeding Woods, so that I can't play that and then get an untapped land off it. So that means 5 to spend as I want. Means get the mana of any color, and I can Soul Rager. And then unlock Misty Salon. 10 cards left. I don't think I can unlock Rickety Gazebo. Same damage either way. I guess I'll kill the one that doesn't draw them a card. Fear of Burning Alive to finish that off, sure. Scavenger. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yep, still have the mana I need. They're playing off the top now. They find the Jolly Balloon Man with the Fear of Burning Alive on board as their top deck. And 2 copies means they do 8 damage to my flyer and kill me. You can't be serious with that. Been a rough return to Duskmourn. I mean, it started perfectly fine. Very average Boros deck gets a very average record, as to be expected. Solid Delirium deck gets the full trophy. But the moment I try to do anything fun these past 2 drafts, like, our decks, like, operate like clockwork, right? Like a well-oiled machine. They're doing their thing. We can win the long game, and then just like rough scenarios pulling these decks back. Both of our room decks, our blue-white room deck and then our 5-color room deck, when it came to how they played during the gameplay, like how consistent they were in general at hitting their regular game plan. Like during the gameplay looked like very, very solid, but just get killed out of nowhere each time. Like the Jolly Balloon Man top deck that game, or our first room deck, we were literally 1 turn off from killing our opponent for 2 of our 3 losses, because the central elevator was just 1 card away each time. So that was rough stuff. Yeah, I mean, obviously, these decks are goofy and not that consistent and more for the fun of things, so you do expect to lose some games to some inconsistencies like that. But I thought that like they genuinely played really well, but the lords of variance were just against us a bit. Yeah, that's going to do it. That is going to do it for today's video. I believe that's going to do it for Duskmourn as well. There may be one more Duskmourn draft before we move over to Modern Horizons 3, but that is certainly what is just around the corner. We're going to be focusing up on a few Modern Horizons 3 flashback drafts, and then there's a Modern Horizons Arena Direct. I'll play that at least a little bit. I don't really care about winning any Modern Horizons boxes. All the Arena Directs that I play, I generally play to get the boxes and actually keep the boxes to draft with family and friends. Or the collector booster ones, I just play till I get at least one so I can say that I did it, and then I will probably sell all those boxes at the end of this year to get like some Christmas money. But yeah, I don't really care about getting specifically not just Modern Horizons 3 boxes. It's Modern Horizons Japanese play booster boxes, which is like, I can't draft Japanese cards with my family and friends. We do not speak Japanese. So it's weird they're doing it for Japanese play booster boxes. I could understand a little bit more for like collector booster boxes, or if it was like a regional arena direct or something, and it was like, hey, for the Japan region on Arena, you can play to win some Japanese booster boxes or something. But it's weird that it's just like globally winning Japanese play booster boxes, because it's like, I can't draft this. But I guess because it's Modern Horizons, it's kind of a premium set, so the idea is that it's still a collector's item. It would still be sellable or whatever. So I'm just gonna play it till I win at least like one box. I'm not gonna spam it much more than that. But I will be playing that as the next competitive thing. If you're interested in some competitive Modern Horizons 3, we'll be doing some of that. Until then, that's going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm to send you some more in your recommended feed. If you'd like to catch me live, check out the Twitch channel in the link in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. But other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.